Hello beautiful people, welcome again to my channel. It's your girl Splendor, and in today's video we'll be making a bridal robe pattern. Alright, this will be one of the easiest bridal robe pattern you'll be seeing on the street of YouTube. And after making this pattern, all you need to do is place it on your silk or satin fabric and cut. That's how easy this tutorial will be. So if you're new to my channel, please do well to hit the subscribe button, and then if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming back. Please do well to share our videos with your family and friends, and kindly turn on your post notification bell to get notified whenever I post a new video. Alright, so without further ado, let's get right started. The items we'll be needing for this tutorial will be our long ruler, our marker pen, our pattern master, a pair of scissors, and of course a red marker pen. We'll be needing our measuring tape. I'll be using my pattern master to draw out my armhole curve, and then we'll be needing our pattern paper. Alright, so first of all we will draw our shoulder line, and then our shoulder line is ½ inch from the top of the paper, like you can see. From the shoulder line, I'll mark my robe length, which is 33 inches. So I'll just mark 33 inches like so, and then I'll extend my tape forward and mark 33 inches again. So I'll be using my pattern master to connect both points together. So this is my robe line or my robe length. I'll just indicate it like so, and then indicate the upper line as my shoulder line. The next thing is to indicate 4 inches horizontally all along the paper from the shoulder line down to the robe length. This will serve as the robe flap. Alright, and the purpose for this is to prevent exposure while wearing the robe. Okay, so I'll just connect all points together into a straight vertical line, like you can see. The next thing I'm going to be doing is to divide my hip measurement by 4. Then I'll be adding a ½ inch is allowance. So I'll mark the figure I got from the shoulder line down to the robe length, like you can see. Now you'll be marking it horizontally from the robe flap, like you can see, and then you connect all points together. For me, it is 40 inches divided by 4, which gives me 10 plus ½ inch is allowance, making 10½. So I'll just mark all points together from the shoulder line down to the robe length with a vertical line. The next thing I'll be doing is to impute my shoulder measurement. My shoulder measurement is 16 inches, so I'll be dividing 16 inches by 2, which gives me 8. I'll be marking it on my shoulder line, like you can see, from the point where the robe flap meets the shoulder line. Next, I'll be imputing my armhole measurement perpendicularly to the shoulder point that I marked earlier. For this robe, I'll be using 9 inches armhole measurement. Please note that armhole measurement varies according to robe sizes. So I'll just connect both points together with a vertical line. You can do well to check online, check on Google for some recommended sizes and measurements. Next, on your armhole depth line, mark a ½ inch point on that line, and then you go ahead to mark your neck width measurement, which is 2.5. You mark it at the point where the flap line connects with the shoulder line. So from that point you connect it to the second point, like you can see in the video. After doing that, the next thing to do is to impute your neck depth measurement, and for the back we're going to be measuring a 1 inch neck depth measurement, like you can see in the video. And then you go ahead to use your pattern master to connect both points together with a curve line like you can see. After doing that, the next thing to do is to impute your armhole curve using your pattern master. It's okay if your armhole curve goes in a bit. That is how the human body is. We are now done with the back pattern. This arrow indicates that I'll be cutting the back pattern on fold. Please label appropriately. Alright, so I'll just indicate one piece of the back pattern on fold. So the next thing I'll be doing is to mark for my front pattern, and to do that I will impute my front neck depth measurement, which is 10.5. Alright, I do not want it to go up after imputing my lapel. You can make yours deeper or up, it depends on what you want. So from my shoulder line, the neck width I marked on my shoulder line for the back, I'll just connect from that point to the point I marked on my shoulder or my flap. Okay, so I'll use a slant line to connect it, and then I'll go ahead to connect from that point to the end of the paper. This is it, guys. I'll just go ahead now to cut. Please watch carefully as I cut so you don't make a mistake. So guys, if you're yet subscribed to my channel, please do well to hit the subscribe button, and if you're a returning subscriber, kindly help to share this video to your family and friends, and please turn on your post notification bell to get notified whenever I post a new video. And if you have video suggestions you want us to do on this channel, things you are trying to do at home and you're not able to do, if you have those and you want us to do it on this channel, please leave it in the comment section. I'll read them and then I'll do tutorials on those suggestions. Alright, I also like you guys to try this at home. Guys, this particular tutorial, I want you to try it at home and leave us a feedback. I want to know if my students are actually learning on this channel. You leave us a feedback. Let's see how you were able to pull through. Okay, when you keep practicing, I'm sure you'll be able to come out with beautiful, amazing, creative DIYs, things you can do at home. Okay, and please share this video. Please share this video. I'm sure there are a lot of people out there who wants to learn one or two things and they are not able to come across this channel. Please share our videos with your family and friends and in groups that you belong to. Okay, so now we're done cutting. To get the back panel, all you need to do is to fold in the flap at the front like you can see in this video. Alright, you just take your time, fold it in to get your back panel. This video where I'll just place this pattern that I have drafted on my satin fabric, and now just go ahead to cut. That's all you need to do when you have your pattern paper. Okay, so I'll just label here the front panel, and we'll be cutting 2 pieces of the front panel. We're not cutting it on fold like the back panel. And in order to use the front panel, all you need to do is to fold in, like you can see, the excess flap in front, like you can see in this video. So when you fold it in, you place it on your fabric and go ahead to cut. That is all. So we have our 2-in-1 pattern drafting for our robe. Thank you so much guys for watching this video. I'll see you all in my next video. For now, stay confident.